Hello and welcome to Also Driven, and we're back in the UK with the Panda, and I've met up with Sean and we have washed said Panda and now we're going to put it into storage.
Yes, pending gearbox oil seal replacement at some point. We're not doing it now.
Although it was very nice that the organisers of Pandino actually did get us the seal and present it with us. I'll put a little picture in of it here of like the nice man from Garage in Italia. Actually very nicely gave me the part that we need.
Yeah.
I know we didn't update you on the McDonald's challenge. That's because they kept the answer secret until...
So I don't know the answer either, so go on.
Until the following day, and they announced it on stage.
What happened?
We put through... I was one of 540 Fiat Pandas who went through that drive-through in 1 hour.
In an hour?
Now, this is where it gets very complicated because it's an official McDonald's record, not a Guinness record. And we don't know if that is just Italy or Europe or worldwide.
Why isn't it a Guinness record, do you know? Or is it just that there wasn't a Guinness person to verify it?
Yeah, there wasn't a Guinness person.
So,
but there was McDonald's people there. You'll see in the video from the last one we've done, there's loads and loads of people running around with McDonald's outfits on who actually organised it. So,
cool though.
Their target was one Panda every 12 seconds, and that would get them 300 cars. At 540 cars, it means they served a burger about every 7 seconds.
That's amazing.
I think. And the weird thing is, though, they were actually all really nice.
Wow.
They were a unique one to the Italian market. They had it's one of those little tiny cheeseburgers, but it's a double burger with cheese and bacon, and you only get them in Italy. So that was a nice thing to have.
Wow. So people might have thought, I certainly did initially, that when you said that you were going to do a McDonald's challenge in Italy, that it was you that had thought about this, being, you know, the with my people person.
Yeah.
But no, it's clearly a Panda thing.
It's a Panda thing, and
Panda
they were one of the main sponsors of the event as well, which sort of helped them.
That makes sense.
So we did that.
That's a really cool idea. I really liked it. I wish I was there. So although I'd have been very hot.
Yeah, and we have no air conditioning. Yes. So we're going to nip into some footage of the show now, and we won a prize, which was the furthest travelled, which was split between me and John and Georgina, who all travelled down. And the final total is... I'm going to beat you wait to the end now. Good morning from the show field of Pandas Pandino, or Pandas to Pandino. We'll insert a little clips of like us earlier on right now because we're all a bit knackered because we had to be here at 8 a.m. because we're special guests and they put us right at the very front. You yawning? So yesterday I took you to a car park, a McDonald's car park. Yes. Today I've taken you to a back street in a small town in Italy. It's just pure glamour, isn't it? But let's have a look around some of the rather special cars they have here. It's all Panda, all generations, and all sorts of Italian madness. These headlights are really quite in at the minute, so I don't know, maybe a little bit too modern for mine, but some of the 4x4s, they look really good. I wanted to do this to one of my cars. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I also love the fact that he's got the same sunroof as me, but he didn't fit the wind deflector, so it looks a lot nicer. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Many Panda 4x4s with the van backs here, because they give that little bit more room in the back if you're doing a lot of off-roading. Things we never got in the UK. By this point they discontinued the 4x4, but these late 90s cars have Panda 4x4 stamped into the rear tailgate, which is quite cool. They also got these really funky roof rails. I have a variation of that, but those are way cooler. And they had lots of really cool interiors, stripy things. Started changing the steering wheels to try and make the car a little safer. And of course the very posh ones have headlight washers. We did get those on the Sicily, but that was a limited edition that became a permanent model, but unfortunately got phased out in the UK. Seicento bumper, but this is a little kit we never got in the UK with these wheel arch extensions. I think they're quite cool. They make the car look very butch Panda. More LED conversions. I kind of think they suit the colour better on this one. Mine is not the only well-travelled Panda here. This one's covered most of Europe and gone right up to the Nordkap, so he's pretty fair-travelled. He's got his little trailer with him, so he's all kitted out for the worst. Ooh, early Panda. It's a 45. That's the 900cc engine. Has cool little wheel arch extensions and cool little grille on it. I think this one actually, I've talked to this owner before when I was here 5 years ago. This is an Austrian market model, and they did come with a few extra bits, like the radiator grille, the wheel arch extensions. And to be honest, yep, A for Austria. Very nice colour, do like that. Lots of early cars here as well. These are the pre-1985 cars. Weirdly, when they changed to the later model and they updated so much on it, they basically changed everything to change nothing. So there is nothing on these cars that really fits my car, but yet they look identical. Much in the way of hardcore pandering. They do really like the 4x4s, and they go a bit insane with the whole off-road look, as you can sort of see here in the back row. More hardcore pandering, slightly scary. Tax laws, they got way more variants of the 750 here than we did. We basically just got it as a lead-in model to replace the 126. Whereas here, they did it so that you could, like, you know, basically have less tax. Nice fitted seat covers there on that one. It looks like they're very specifically designed for a Panda. Who needs a house when you could live in your Panda? Oh, more Sicily interiors. That's absolutely gorgeous. I think that's been retrimmed, but that is that's very, very nice interior. Very early Mark I Panda 4x4. These were launched in 1983, so they are now 41 years of age. Very different interior to what you get with my car. Much more Spartan, but actually quite cool. So the back seat is actually held together with a pole. Oh, here we go. Yes, there's a pole runs there, and there's a pole runs along here, and that basically is a hammock. All Pandas are equal here, so we have a Panda Cross from the late 2000s. Really did love these. Very funky bit of cheap re-engineering. You know, stick some round lights on the front. Little bit of silly roof garb to try and give it that sort of Dakar look. Doesn't actually do anything, completely non-functional. And they used the rear lights from the Fiat Coupe, but overall it gives it a really great presence, I think. That's the Panda Cafe from yesterday. It's a little special edition that they did. It has that beautiful interior that we've seen at the McDonald's show. And again, proving all Pandas are equal. We have a brand new Fiat Panda Hybrid Sport. It's kind of weird. It's one of those things about how American culture kind of exports everywhere. Oh, Fiat Panda 30. Again, these were the lead-in models for Fiat back in the day when they were launched in the early 80s. Very basic interior, no partial shelf, no headrests. And the famous grille. This was the normal Fiat grille, but it was flipped the other way so that you could get lots of air into the air-cooled engine from the 126. Ooh, the organisers want us all to go on stage. Sorry, it's very loud because there's stuff happening here, but they want the UK team to actually go on stage, and we're going to be live translated. And I'm not going to talk much because my Northern Irish accent is probably very difficult to translate.
Grazie ai nostri gazebi, ai nostri stand, tra il food.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Ciao, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, welcome.
Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, Pandino.
Ciao Pandino. Io sono traduttore.
So, in England, this is our summer. This is a great day for the weather in England.
Ovviamente, to make you comfortable, we have rain and we have cold weather or something like that.
So first, I will introduce myself. I am John, and this is my co-driver George.
George.
And we are in the Italia 90, and we have Georgina and Owen, who are in the charity Panda.
Okay.
And Jim and Alan, somewhere in the audience.
Alan, where are you? Alan.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alan.
And Jim is very famous in England.
Jim è molto famoso in Inghilterra
for Fiat Pandas
per la Fiat Panda
and charity.
and carità.
We're of the international contingent. We have the Swiss with a Panda 4x4, one of the second generation cars, and beside that, again, another early 4x4, this time with a very utilitarian interior. We can get a shot of that. Yes, lots of black vinyl. Is one beautiful Sicily. Absolutely gorgeous. Swiss Post Pandas, sticker Panda, and yet again another Swiss Post Panda. These were used a lot in the Alps. The Swiss loved them because they could pretty much go everywhere in any sort of weather. Panda slamming going on. Haven't seen wing mirrors like this since the last time I was in a McDonald's car park in about 2005. Everywhere you go, they have pandas inside. Hello, Panda. Hello, boys. Hope you're having a good celebration here at Pandino. These little two-tone bumpers were very popular on the Fiat version of the Panda, the pre-Marbella facelift ones. A few people here have them. I think they're quite nice. They give it a kind of an exclusive look, although unfortunately this one's had a little bit of a hard life. Folks have brought their second generation Panda, the 169, with a little support for Ukraine going on there. Another 4x4, gorgeous color. Literally, Jesus is my airbag. And we have another custom Panda. Interesting little grille on that one. So lots of combination stuff there. You've got Fiat Ritmo wheels. You've got the little body kit that came in Italy. And again, more custom seat covers. Tailored for the Panda. Very nice. That is some serious off-roading going on there. Now, the parking by the castle is kind of the premier parking, it's where all the stuff's happening, but they just cannot physically fit all the Pandas in, so they spill out onto the streets round the castle, into the square, and they're just everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. There is just panda, 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 panda. And I'm about to get run over by one. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, flip paint Panda. That's quite cool. Somebody likes that a lot. Spent a lot of money there. Lots and lots of Mark 1s. Do you know what? It says it all. It's nice to see some Mark 3s. Sorry, third generation, they're actually a Mark 4. One of the things that's really quite nice is that the Pandas are absolutely loved by the Italians, but they're loved in all shapes and sizes. I mean, you get them in all sorts of conditions, and you know, prep for these shows. Oh my God, this just keeps going and going and going. We were talking about this guy yesterday. We kind of like his grille. We think this is quite a nice way to fit some fog lights, possibly driving lights. More Panda, Panda, Panda. We thought this one was pretty cool. So again, it's an early one. It's been heavily customized. Probably would have came with a plastic grille, but they've reverted back to the steel grille that came on the more basic cars. Early cars had this really cool ribbing that went along the bottom of the doors to give the doors strength. Would have been painted in a sort of a plastic material also to, you know, protect it from parking knocks. But this one's pretty cool. And I don't know what those seats are made of, but they are very, very lush. Ooh, look, custom gear sticks and everything going on there. Yep, that's lush, I like. Oh, that's nice. There's just something about like a really shined up base model car. Okay, it's not really base. It's probably, it's like a super, I would say. Let's have a look at the back, let's see what it says. But the interior is very, very nice on that one. Oh, this is a weird thing. I was saying this earlier on about how in the UK, the 750 was just a base model engine. Whereas in this part of the world, you've got all sorts of specs in them. And I don't know if you can see or not, but that has a very luxurious interior, but yet only has 38 horsepower because they love to keep their like CCs under the tax limit. Cool lights. I do like all the little adaptations that they make for the pandas. They're quite cool. So this is a little special edition from 1989. There was quite a few of these things about. I've seen some brochures for them, but you got these little companies that actually made the cars quite luxurious. So that one has a full Alcantara interior, and it came with the alloy wheels. Obviously not the LED headlights, but that one is actually a very special little Panda. Finally, I can film this one when it's not blasting music. This is one of the sound Pandas. Literally the whole back end of the car there is just speakers. It's very hard to see. Beautiful condition, beautiful condition. Very, very unusual. But yeah, we were at McDonald's yesterday, and obviously there's licensing rights when we film things, and it was very difficult because you could hear that for miles in any direction, blasting out all sorts of music. I really love this color Panda. It's sort of like a guacamole. Oh, I just fell over. But the problem is though, they faded in all sorts of weird ways. So in the UK, it depends what way you parked it and what way the sun rose, but you could end up with a Panda that's 4 different shades of guacamole. And I think actually that one is. The shops in Pandino have actually gone Pandino mad, and they are just really reveling in the whole Panda thing.
Nice to meet you again.
Thank you so much, grazie mille. I don't know what I've won, but grazie, thank you.
Well, we made it to Calais, as you can see. Calais. Thankfully, that's not our ferry. There's another one coming very soon. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy it?
It was amazing.
There you go. He lies through his teeth.
It was so good. It like literally flashed before my eyes without me even realizing it.
I'll make him watch it later.
I will.
Anyway, the total raised for Prostate Cancer UK was £2,180, which is
really,
absolutely
really
amazing.
Fantastic.
For 3 or 4 people in their Pandas.
Yeah.
By the way, it's 3/4 because 3 of us took Pandas. The 4th guy, his broke down at the last minute, so Pete actually flew out and then drove a rental car to the event.
He was telling us about that.
He's about a 3 and a bit. It's a 3 and a bit people.
There's a lot of effort that he put into it.
Yeah.
Because he went to Sicily first, didn't he?
Yes, he went to Sicily and then got what basically was the ex-Liverpool ferry to Genoa.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know. Genoa.
Genoa.
Idea.
Yes, I'm sure someone
the
will
Italians
point it
pronounce
out.
it differently.
Yes. And then drove up to there and is now somewhere in Croatia, I think.
Cool.
John is
Croatia's
in
the place to be.
John with the Italia 90 is also, he's went to Croatia.
Yeah.
And Georgina and Owen, they went to Liechtenstein and are currently in a hotel overlooking the Disney castle. You know, the original castle that Disney modeled the Disney castle on, somewhere in Liechtenstein. So they're having a great time coming home. Meanwhile, as I say, we're going to be working on a slightly broken Panda in a future video.
Yes.
As it's dripping. Dripping like a fridge.
It's not. It's just a little bit leaky. Be fine.
I know. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.